Hello there, ladies and gents. It's been a while, so I thought I'd make a little video. I've just signed up for a little TikTok account, so there might be a bit more content on there. I actually got this off another YouTube video I was watching, and it struck a chord to be true. I'm going to play this in a second. First of all, I want to say I hate how you can't just have a video on TikTok ready to play. If you can, I don't know how to do it. I've got to actually play it a few seconds in and then pull that little bar back to the start. But anyway, that just is what it is. So I'll play this thing for you, and then we'll go over it. All right, here we go. Now listen to this carefully. It just makes a lot of sense.
Women's brains react to seeing someone unattractive. How men and women's brains react to seeing someone unattractive. For men, parts of our brain associated with an annoyance light up. For women, the parts of their brain associated with inanimate objects lights up. Men get annoyed by ugly women, and women don't see ugly men as human beings.
I'll pause that one there, and I'll go over what he said. And I'm likely to believe it's true. I tried to look up this study. I spent a good part of an hour scrolling through YouTube and, Google, and typing in something in my throat, typing in different things just to try to find the test, like what areas of the brain light up, and test to see that women see men as that are unattractive sub-5s as objects. I couldn't find any, so I'm kind of taking this with a bit of pinch of salt that there actually was a test done. Whether there was a test done or not, I am highly likely to believe this is true, because as we all know that women view men as human doings. Women are human beings, men are human doings. And if you follow that guy Pete, you'll hear him say that a lot. Same with Thinking Ape, though he doesn't post much at the moment anymore on YouTube since his account got demonetised. So I think he's in a bit of a tough spot, but like, it's a bad thing that happened to him, but at the same time, I don't feel too much sympathy. Like, go and get a job. Anyone that makes money off YouTube is, especially like a livable wage, is what I consider to be privileged. And if that goes away, you're just going to have to get a job, mate. I'm sorry, but that's just how it works. Like his channel, like the guy, I agree with about 70%, 80% stuff that old Stardust posts, but if you can't get the channel monetised back, you're just going to have to go out and get a job. And that's kind of the difference between the real deal people and the people that are just in this space for the money. I'll continue to make vids and post them whether this channel's monetised or not, and at the time of recording this, it's definitely not monetised, nowhere near being monetised. But anyway, he talks about this a lot, and a few other in-depth, deep philosophical thinking manosphere channels go on about this shit too. So basically, if you're to believe this, from what I could gather, there was actually, I've heard this too off a channel called Chadlet Maxing. He's brought it up a few times, and he even says that there's it's all anecdotal. He said there was a test group of women that were hooked up to ECGs and things like that, shown pictures of attractive men, ugly men, and then various objects, like a park bench or a chair or a computer or something, some shit like that. And the same parts of these women's brains that lit up when they saw an ugly guy were the same parts that lit up when they saw an object, and totally different parts when they saw an attractive guy. So if you are to believe this, then women see sub-5 men as nothing more than just inanimate objects that you're basically invisible to them. They can walk right past you on the street and not even really acknowledge that you're there. They don't want you to interact with them. Something I've said on this channel too in the past. If you're not getting choosing signals from a woman, do not talk to them, go and up, don't interact with them in any way, shape or form. Especially if they're attractive too, because they don't want nothing to do with you. You're just a human doing. You're basically just an object. I'll play the rest of this now, see what he's got to say.
Raw. Yeah, that's why girls can just keep it stepping.
As human beings.
Yeah. You're not the same species, bro.
Wow.
Shut up.
Wow. That's peak.
Peak is right.
That's peak.
How men and women's...
I wish these guys here would cite...
What about...
Don't want to do that shit.
How men and women's brains...
I wish that they would actually cite the study, because I'd love to go and read it and do an original, or more of an original reaction to it all. But yeah, there you have it, anecdotally anyway. It was a study done apparently, and women view unattractive guys as subhuman, as just objects. Pretty harsh, isn't it? If that's not a BP, I don't know what is really. That's something I've kind of always known, that they don't really want anything to do with us, etc. But I never knew that, it was pretty much that harsh. And that is a pretty harsh way of them seeing guys. But once again, it's not their fault for doing so. You can't really be mad at them for your position that you're in life. You were born and you were dealt the cards you were dealt, and that's basically how it is. And if this test is correct and it did happen, then everything that's happening in the woman's brain is subconscious. So she's got no control over it anyway. I just thought I've got to get this up on and show it to my listeners. I've just got to find this TikTok, and just let other people hear it and just let them make of it as they will. I also wanted to show this other thing. I've got it up on YouTube if I can't find it. I want to get rid of this and try to find this particular thing. Remember to do not approach me, woman. P-R-O-A-C-H. The do not approach me. Let's see if it comes up, this blonde Sheila in the car. If not, I've got it anyway on one of Wheat Waffles videos. Do not approach me. Parking lot. Here we go.
I'm literally shaking.
Now, obviously the guy that approached this woman here was a sub-5, but this is some of the stuff that you've just got to be wary of if you're not an attractive guy. Now I'll play this and interject whenever I see fit.
Male approached me in a parking lot. He's, excuse me. I'm literally shaking. A male approached me in a parking lot. He's, excuse me, miss, and I don't know why in the hell he was approaching me or what he was trying to do. And I turned around and I literally yelled at him and I said, do not approach me. No male should ever approach a woman in a parking lot.
There you have it, guys. Do not approach her, and no male should ever approach her. Well, unless you're Chad. We all know we all know Chad can get away with doing this. He could probably walk out with his old fella in his hand and say, what do you reckon of this? How about you wrap your laughing gear around that? And you'll probably get a warm response. But obviously this guy was a sub-5 subhuman. So it just puts an end to the worst you can get is no response you get from some people. Oh yeah, just, from all these PUAs and stuff. Oh yeah, just ask out 500 women a month. The worst they can say is no. No, far from it.
Ever.
Here's my read on the situation.
Oh, this bloke's saying I'm not interested in his reaction. So yeah, back to the wheat waffles. I'll just keep this woman here for a little bit. I just really wanted to show that. Don't really want to make this a real long video. Just a little bit of food for thought that, women view sub-5 men the same as they would just like a rock on the ground or a bin outside you put rubbish in, just like it, or a lamp post or something like that. It's just, if that's how bad it is, then like for a sub-5 guy, then what other choice do you really have but to either give looks maxing a go or just accept your reality? I'd always suggest that you should give looks maxing a go, but if you've tried that and it hasn't worked, there's really not much you can do. If you don't pass that basic looks test, you are just finished and there's nothing you can do about it. Pretty harsh one, isn't it? Anyway, I'll leave this one here, just a little short upload, and I'll see you guys in the next one.